I think what people can expect of Disegni this edition is, on one hand, a continuation of what we did last time. Drawing is such a rich medium, you know, it's so complex, it's so interesting, and it's so difficult to pinpoint exactly that one edition wasn't enough for us in terms of thinking what it can be and what its relevance is actually in this day and age. So we're continuing the research we developed last year. So you can expect projects that are more traditional in the sense of it is drawing in a very classical way, but also besides drawing being a discipline or a technique, it can also be a metaphor. It can also be a point of departure for artists to engage with and think about the world. So you have projects that are a bit more experimental. So I think between these two extremes, you can find, you know, many proposals and many different ways of engaging with drawing. So that's what we're doing this year. We're continuing and we're showing different ways of using drawing, different ways of engaging with the medium, and to showcase how rich it is as a practice. So we wanted to showcase all the diversity. That was very important for us. You know, there are many artists exploring drawing around the world. So we tried to look into that. We wanted to showcase how different it is and how relevant it is. So in terms of continuing the research and criteria for selection, we didn't repeat the same galleries that we did last year. There are one or two because we really were interested in specific artists, but we tried to find different galleries that hadn't been present in the previous edition, and we wanted to go a bit further. We wanted to have young artists who are exploring drawing, and we have that, but at the same time we wanted really established artists that for one reason or another we couldn't have in the previous edition. So their practice is really important, but we didn't get them in the previous edition. We have them now. And then finally, which is also very important to us, we have some artists coming from different geographies, showcasing what art, you know, what kind of artistic practice can be developed with drawing in their own context. So all of these criteria kind of came together and gave birth to this edition.
Drawing is, we think it's a really present practice nowadays. And it's really present, as Luis was saying in the beginning, because it can be used as different things for artists nowadays. So it's been using like kind of a production to something else, but it can also be an autonomous practice. So what you can see here is that some artists are using still as drawing as a documentary, drawing as sculptures in the walls, so lines. What is really important in drawing, I think, nowadays, and it's kind of being back in drawing nowadays. One of the things that, also for a fair, I think it's really important to see how people react nowadays to this more traditional practice. But at the same time, they're not traditional because they are being reinvented every day. So it's kind of bringing all techniques, but bringing like different ways of doing it.